And there have been, many reports of communities where there are a lot of people out in the street because of what happened. Washington University, the Central West End. So if you are planning to drive later this afternoon, maybe want to put that trip off, because being on the road right now is not the safest thing. All right, Mark Maxwell is live in North City where a house has collapsed. Let's go to him live. Mark?
Yeah, Kay, and I'll just reiterate what you were saying. Here on St. Louis Avenue and Lambden Avenue, the intersection here, a lot of the traffic is trying to navigate down trees, down power lines that have cluttered and snarled traffic in the roads. School buses are trying to make their way through. Parents are trying to go pick up their kids in the aftermath of all this. And yes, as you mentioned, the house behind me here, the entire wall caved in. Our photojournalist Andy Broadway will give you a look at what's happened here. That looks like a bedroom. You can see the bed, a chair, a reading room in there, the entire brick wall collapsing and caving, the roof falling in with severe wind. And what I can tell you is we just met with a man down the street by the name of Jay. His roof blew off. The house next door collapsed. We'll show you a video of that later in our newscast. I want to bring you now to the homeowner who was inside. Michael was inside, and you heard something on your phone and had an instinct to take cover.
Yes, it was just a weather alert, just bing, bing, start beeping off, and it said, take cover now, take cover down, and you had less than like 2 minutes. And people say it sounded like a freight train, but it just was a loud ruckus. The building started shaking, and I just grabbed my little hard hat and my little bug out bag and just hid in the corner and shook and started praying to God till it was all over with. And my cousin stayed downstairs underneath me. Everything fell down on him as well, but we was both live and well.
And we're so glad that you're okay. You took quick action to take cover. Can you just tell us quickly, where in the house were you when you got that notice?
Okay, right there, as you can see where that bed is, if you make a right, where that crack in the wall is, right, it's a refrigerator in that wall, and I was hiding right there between that wall and a refrigerator and a couch.
Clearly a close call. We hope you're okay. You told us just a moment ago off camera you're not quite sure yet where you're going to stay tonight. Melvin, can you come? I know you were in a different part of the house. What was this like for you? When did you first know you might be in danger?
With strong winds start coming through the windows start busting, and Bree hit me all in the face, and I was just shocked. I really didn't know what to do, but I just want to make sure my oldest cousin was okay, so that's my main goal.
And a lot of your neighbors have been asking about you guys. We're glad that you're okay.
Yes.
Please stay well, and if there's anything we can do to help, let us know. This is just one scene of many up and down St. Louis Avenue, stretching all the way, as some of our other reporters have told you, closer into the Kings Highway area, into the Bolivar, up to Central West End, Forest Park. This whole stretch, this corridor, appears to have taken. We're going to take a look down the street just to give you a look at what we're seeing here. First of all, this steeple has toppled, or at least bent on top of this church. That's one of the scenes that we're seeing here. And down the road, this is St. Louis Avenue. We'll give you a quick look at it. You can see it's been a bit busier in some of the recent moments, but it's still pretty busy right now as many of these cars try to break through what are just massive trees toppled over in the middle of the road. So I'm hearing from Michael here.
I just want to add something that St. Louis Metropolitan Police and the fire department has done an outstanding job. They've been riding around, blowing their horns and asking, is everybody okay? And they're doing a great job.
That's a very nice sentiment. We've seen some of that too. Thank you for chiming in with that,
sir.
Michael. Again, we're glad you're okay. We'll just send it back to UK here in the studio just with a quick recap of some of what we're seeing in North City. We've heard maybe even that some elected officials might have had some damage to their personal property, as right now the mayor's office, the police department, the emergency management officials are all huddled at the St. Louis Police Department. They're having something of an impromptu headquarters there as they try to get a look at the damage. I'll tell you, this severe weather adding insult to injury in a part of North City that has seen decades of disinvestment. Many of the properties here already sagging under the weight of that ruin. Now, one person's plea to me moments ago, he hopes the federal government comes to help build back some of this damage that he's seen here today. For now, live in North City, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.